morning and welcome to the vlog. Today is Saturday and I need to hurry up and reset for December. We're a couple of days in. I've been getting some packages, so I want to do a little haul with you guys and see if I'm going to end up keeping these clothes or not. But I also got some presents, which I'm going to wrap really quick and stick under the tree. Do a quick clothing try-on haul and then go do an expense review for November and breakdown for December. I don't know what today's going to look like, but I know we're leaving the house and we're going shopping. But first, wrapping some presents. It's so perfect that I have a scrap big enough to wrap this next present. I've been using Scotch tape to tag my bag presents, and I think it works okay. Alright, I have 4 Amazon packages that I want to show you guys. One thing I want to say, don't hold me accountable, but tomorrow I would really like to get started on the vanity that's supposed to go back here. Like, I painted my room, I did a bedspread curtains, but like it's still not finished in how I want it. So I really need to get started and finish that. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and try all of these on. One thing that I did want to share, it's not something to try on, but like, I got this mask and I love it. Whenever I get like nauseous, I can just feel my brain freezing. It feels so good, so I made sure to get a new one. Honestly, I look like a superhero. Anyway, let's get started on this haul. First up is this brown little top. I don't know if you can tell. I like brown now. So far, buttery smooth. It's like an asymmetrical line. I just need some more casual but fancy going out shirt. Let's go ahead and see how this looks. I'm not changing my bra right now, but obviously you cannot wear a completely normal bra with this. I love the neckline. Maybe I can just like tuck the bra strap in, but what do you guys think? I think it's cute. I think it's very simple, but still adds a lot to just like a plain jean outfit. I'm trying to add more colors to my wardrobe that's not black or green. Something that you can wear so many times without it being like so painfully obvious. Not that that's bad, but just like, you know, this is something you can wear over and over again for sure. Okay, and I just tucked my bra strap down here and honestly it looks okay. This is gonna be a definite keep. I like it. Next up is this vacuum sealed shirt. Definitely a stretch on if it's gonna be something I keep. Lace, see-through, except for the boobs of course, and then halter top. Definitely outside of my normal wear. This is definitely out of my comfort zone, but I think it looks kind of cute. Like, this is definitely a going out top, which I don't do very often, but like, I don't know, I think you can dress it up and you can also dress it down. This one is gonna be a maybe. We're gonna ponder this one for a second. As we ponder this shirt a little bit more, we're gonna go ahead and try on some jeans with it. Do I think light blue jeans with this top would look good? No, not necessarily, but I have to try these on. They're definitely really stretchy. I threw on a sweater just to get a vibe of what that would look like, because obviously this shirt is not what I'm going to be wearing with it. Who are we kidding? They're so comfy. So we're going to keep them. Next up, I'm basically putting on the outfit I just had, but in brown. I got some brown flare leggings because flare is all in, and honestly I'm loving it. So let's go ahead and see how they fit. They fit so good. They feel so good. The most surprising thing about these is they are so long. I'm 5'8", so I am not by any means short, and these are like dragging the floor almost. I don't remember if there was an option to select the height when I bought them, because I think that was either for the jeans or for these, and whatever it was, I made a mistake, and these are way too long. Unfortunately, the one thing that I thought was going to be a definite and easy yes is the one thing that is a definite no. They are entirely too long. But we're gonna go ahead and do our expense breakdown, review November, plan for December, eat a quick lunch, and then we're heading out the door. First, let's get started with reviewing my November expenses. You can first admire the view from my office. All my pictures, I've been enjoying working in here. It's such a vibe, and I love it so much. So, before I cover it up with my expense box, just take a moment As for my November expenses, let's see how well I did against my budget and compared to the last month. If you've been watching my vlogs, my expenses, I have been quite exceeding my budget. So let's see how I did this month. For my mortgage, I estimated the same old, and I spent the same old. How predictable of me. For my utilities, I estimated $400. I seem to have a problem with remembering to pay my water bill, so some months I end up paying double. Did I pay it this month? I don't know. Do they send me a bill? Do they send me an email? I don't even know how I get it. All of a sudden, I just know I didn't pay it. I don't know how it works. Anyway, I estimated $400 and I spent a total of $345.30 coming in under budget by $54.70. Something does not look right with that, but I'll take it. For my car and gas, I estimated a total of $730. This includes my new car note, my increased insurance because of my new car, and any gas around town, and I estimated $730 for that, and I spent a total of $704.17 coming in under budget by $25.83. I'm doing pretty good so far. Next up, for my Say Sarah business expenses, I estimated $40 and I spent $13.92 coming in under budget by $26.08. When it comes to my groceries, I estimated $400 and I spent a total of $348.44, coming in under budget $51.56, and I'll tell you why I probably did good this month when it comes to groceries. My boyfriend's been here for the month and he eats so much more food. He goes to Costco and he buys all his food, and then he pretty much cooks all of our meals, because if he wasn't here, I probably wouldn't even eat half the meals I'm eating now. So that's definitely why you get fat when you're in relationships, because every time he's eating something, I'm like, yeah, I'll take some, and then he'll make me a serving. So I haven't really bought any additional groceries outside of my stock, which sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, but I'll take coming in under budget with that. For food and drinks, I estimated $70 and I spent $61.29, coming in under budget $8.71. Again, probably because my boyfriend probably buys most of the stuff if we're going out together. And he was staying here half of the month of November, so I think I went to a couple of dinners with some friends, so that's what that is there. When it comes to pets, I estimated $15 because I needed to pay my mom for Ruby's nail cut, and she still never told me exactly how much that was or requested a Venmo, so I didn't even pay for that yet, so under budget by $15. When it comes to shopping, I estimated $200, and I spent a total of $330.58, coming in over budget for the first time this month by $130.58. I think I definitely shopped for myself a bit. Some of those clothes I tried on earlier was a part of my November spending, and we'll see if I end up returning any of them. And then I think some of that lump sum of a purchase was also probably a bit of Christmas presents, but since it was majority for me, I lumped it into shopping, so I'll take it. When it comes to travel, I estimated $200. I went to Washington, D.C. for Thanksgiving week with my boyfriend, and then also planning for my last trip of the year in December. So I estimated $200 and I spent a total of nothing. We really didn't spend a lot of money in DC. I think my boyfriend just paid for our Metro cards, and then DC is pretty free. All the museums are free, and then he paid for our food, so did not spend anything for travel, did not finish planning my December trip, so it's pretty much planned though. No worries there. But I'll take a $200 under budget. I think this is probably the first month I did not spend money on travel. When it comes to self-care, I estimated $270 because I was getting my hair done at the beginning of the month, and I spent a total of $259.64, coming in under budget by $10.36. So this included my hair, this included my gym, and I don't know if I had spent my aerial class for this month, but that's what it would have included. So doing good. And then when it comes to other, I estimated $150. I think that was probably including all of the Christmas shopping I was going to be doing. And I spent a total of $111.60, coming in under budget by $38.40. You guys, this was a record month for me. I can't believe how well I did financially. Other than like the fact that like my boyfriend kind of paid for a lot of groceries and food, all the other categories I did amazing in. I'm getting good at this. 2025 is going to be my financial year. So overall, budgeted $4,575.62. and I spent a total of $4,275.56. Overall, coming in under budget by $300.06. I truly did amazing this month. I don't think I ever come in under budget overall. I'm getting good at this, just in time to budget December, the last month of 2024. Also, I reached my savings goal in the month of November, so just wanted to brag about that. I set a certain amount of money that I want to put in my savings account. This is not my 401k, this is not my Roth IRA, this is not any investments. This is just, I paid all my bills. Now the rest of the money is going into savings, and I have an amount, and I hit it already, and we still have 1 more month left to go. Very happy with that. I think that's a good goal. This was my first year owning a house the whole year, because last year I moved in August, so I wasn't sure what my bills would look like. I wasn't sure what my savings would look like, and I think what I estimated was a pretty good goal to save. So I'll probably set the same goal for next year. And then a lot of people are like, I want your Excel. That was my intention. I wanted to set this thing up, and I shared it with my sister. I shared it with a couple of cousins, but I wanted to have this and like put it on Etsy for you guys so you can buy it and use it as a template for yourself. It's just, it's not perfect, and I don't want to put it out there if it's not like perfect. But now, since I've worked my way through a whole year of it and like made the tweaks where I needed, I think it might be ready, but I don't know. I don't want to put it out there and it not be good. Maybe in my 2025 planning, I can show you guys how it is set up a little more, because I know a couple of you guys were interested in how I did it. This budget is just a summary of everything, but I have a tab for each month tracking everything I'm making, everything I'm spending, everything I'm saving. I'm a consultant, if you didn't know, and if you don't know what a consultant does, this is what I do: Excel spreadsheets and organizing. So I definitely use my professional skills in my personal life, or are these my personal skills that I've made my professional life? Very possible, but let's get started with budgeting for December. I really need to think about this because I don't know what that looks like yet. Getting started with my mortgage, I'm going to spend $21.62. When it comes to utilities, I think 400 was a good estimate. I won't be here for a whole week because of a vacation. I haven't really been using the air a lot because it's not hot outside, but it's not cold enough for the heater. I think I'll go with 375, but did I pay my water bill? Something had to be wrong in that last one, there's no way. I'm gonna go with 380, just to keep it interesting. When it comes to car and gas, I think last month's estimate was pretty good. I did drive a lot, and I don't think I'll be driving as much this month, so I'm gonna go ahead and say 710. When it comes to Say Sarah, nothing special there. I will just put 40. That's a good estimate for groceries. Honestly, my boyfriend is still just going to Costco and stocking up. But I'll probably go, because I'm hosting Christmas with my family, so I'll probably go and get some like party foods and like whatever else. I'm gonna put 100. I'll put 80. 75. 75. Food and drink. I hate saying like, oh, I'm not spending anything because my boyfriend's here, but food and drink, I'm gonna estimate 50. For pets, Ruby, I don't think I'll be spending anything extra on her. I'll just put 0. When it comes to shopping, we are about to go out and about. I don't know what that's gonna look like. I do kind of want a holiday outfit because I have a corporate Christmas party next weekend. I want to buy Christmas lights, so I guess that would be shopping or other. Would that be other? I think that's other. It's not shopping, it's not clothes, it's not contributing to my closet, but it is a want, not a need. I'm gonna put 150. For travel, this is my last trip of the year. Hotels booked, cars booked, flights are booked. So just like activities and stuff, and my boyfriend, he paid for the flights, I did the car and the hotel. So we're almost a little even. I probably a little less, so I might pay for some of our activities. We're gonna do like massages and surfing lessons and waterfalls. So if that gives you any idea where you think we're going, I'm very excited. It'll be my first time in my 18th country, I think. But I'm gonna go ahead and put 200. Oh, and then I'm actually going on a girls' trip in February. I don't know what that looks like yet, if we're gonna be booking anything yet, but if we do, it's gonna blow that out the water. But I'm just gonna put 200 for now. When it comes to self-care, we have my $8 gym membership, and then I think we'll do 2 more aerial classes this year. So aerial is, how much is aerial classes? $28 a class. We're gonna go ahead and put $65. And then other, I don't really have any more Christmas presents I can possibly buy, but maybe a little. Okay, I'm hosting the Christmas party, and what I need to bring is daiquiris. Did I just include that in the grocery? No, I didn't. So I'm gonna be buying daiquiris, which can be, I guess, pricier. So I will say probably 50 for that. And then what else do I need to buy? I'm gonna say 150 for other. All right, and that brings my total budget for December to $3,920.62. Pretty okay. Not bad. So let's see how I end up doing this month. I did great for November. Let's see if I can keep up the momentum. And then I do want to start thinking about what my 2025 looks like. I want to do a whole video for that, but I'll mentally start thinking about like what kind of goals do I want. Is there anything else that I want to track? And just what do I, just thinking about my job, thinking about other side ventures that I want to do. Try to incorporate that into whatever plan and goals I'm going to be coming up with. Good morning and happy Sunday. It is quite the late start. We went shopping yesterday and honestly that was pretty uneventful. All I did was get one dress from Zara. It is like a brown silk slip dress. I don't know if I'm gonna end up wearing it to the holiday party because I don't think it's corporate enough, but I was like, this looks like a good dress to wear. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. I think it's a nice simple piece to have. So I was like, I want to own this anyway. But even though I got a late start to today is going to be productive, okay guys? Because this corner is going to be filled. Maybe actually. I am going to head into my garage and get my vanity and sand it down, make a trip to Home Depot to buy paint for it, and I also want to buy Christmas lights. Let's get to it before I find something else to procrastinate with. I think I'm going to start with the drawers first, just in case I screw anything up. I don't know what there is to be screwed up, but I probably will figure it out. It smells like a fire out here, and I want to make sure it's not my dryer. I don't think so. Okay, we're using 80 coarse grit, and we're going to start on this drawer here. I don't know how to turn it on. It is plugged in. First drawer is completely sanded. The top coat is coming off pretty easily, which isn't the goal. We're just sanding it to get a rough surface to paint it. But I think I'm gonna move on to the actual dresser because once I sand that, then I can go out and buy paint and paint it because I can always put the drawers in later, and I just want a piece of furniture in the corner because my room is just so unfinished. So I think I'm gonna move on to this because it'll be the hardest and the most headache. Okay, all pieces of this vanity have been sanded and are almost ready to be painted. I'm going to give them a good wipe down and then we'll be heading to Home Depot and getting some paint. I can tell why there's a lack of holiday spirit because these lights are so expensive, but I've settled on, which I did not account for in my budget just now, but I'm settling for these. This is just red and green. It's like 100 feet for $30, that's not bad. 2-piece Christmas trees, which was $50, and then 1 4-foot reindeer for $40. So I'm spending like $120 just on 3 things for Christmas, and I don't think I put this in my budget that I just made yesterday, but it's all in the spirit of Halloween. It's not Halloween, but it's all in the spirit of Christmas. Just spent about $151 at Home Depot. All 3 of my Christmas items, some magic erasers, and my paint for my home projects that I'll be finishing hopefully tomorrow. Is that everything we came out for? I think we're off to Target, Home Goods, Marshalls, to Dilly Dally. I totally forgot. I also wanted to get the gold knobs for my vanity, and we looked at Home Depot and it was just like straight up industrial, you know, nothing cutesy. So we're at Michael's and gonna see what they have here. Okay, they did not have any cabinet knobs in there, but I did buy some more Christmas stuff. It was 50% off though, which means it was basically just normal priced, but I needed it for sure. Okay, there's a lot more assembly than I thought there would be. Move. Okay, it is starting to drizzle and it's getting dark out here, but I put together my reindeer in my garage and now I'm ready to set him up and see how he looks. Wow. Does that look good or what? Oh my god, I love it. I think like right here. It is time to get to painting. I'm going to an aerial class tonight, but we're gonna go ahead and hopefully paint the whole dresser and maybe even the drawers. I have just a quart of some Behr paint. I'm using the color Espresso Beans, which is a few shades darker than the brown that is in my bedroom. Natural wood really isn't an option on this thing. We're going with a dark brown. I think it's gonna look really good. And I have some gold accents and I'm ready to put it together, but first I have to paint it, and I've been procrastinating this for probably months at this point. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, I feel like starting on even the inside of these drawers is the safest bet to make sure I know what I'm doing. 1 quart doesn't seem like a lot, but hopefully it is a lot and it covers all of this. Oh, the color is so beautiful. Looks good. Honestly, it's not as dark as you'd think. Like, I feel like that's the same color as my walls, but my walls are lighter than this. Complete. It is all painted. I definitely painted on the mirror, so whenever it's dry I'll have to use a razor and scrape away at that. It's a lot easier to do that than like tape and try to avoid it in general, because it's inevitable that you are going to paint the mirror. I'm gonna also wait until there's sunlight so I can see it in natural light, because the lighting is horrible in here, especially since the light's right here and that's right there. So basically the whole thing is in the shadow. So fingers crossed I did well. I painted all of the drawers as well. I just gotta paint the tops of those and get some knobs, and then we're gonna move this inside and finally have my vanity set up. So we are about to head to our aerial class right now. We're doing silks with Angela, so I'm gonna go ahead and get changed and then head on over there for probably my last class of the year. just made it back from Silk's class and I just love it so much. I learned a couple of new things. I'm still pretty good at it. Like, it was a good day compared to doing sling last time. I was nauseous. I think I was just a little too sick in my head, like too much mucus going on up here, and I did not feel good. But all is well again for Silks. I'm gonna try to do one more class before I leave for Colorado in January, but it's so much fun doing it with a friend. So I'm so happy that Angela first introduced me to it, but second, comes to the classes with me. She prefers sling, I prefer Silks, but we're gonna start doing a mix of both. I'm gonna try to find somewhere to go in Colorado, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I got back, ate dinner, and just watched the season finale of Outer Banks. I wasn't planning on watching the last season because I didn't have Netflix, but that's what you get when you have a boyfriend. You can use his Netflix account. So I ended up watching season 4 and was waiting for part 2, and they're like, oh, part 2 comes out November 7th, and I'm like, what? Where's part 2? I already watched part 2. I finished all of season 4 and I'm waiting for part 2, and I'm like, I just watched it. So season 5 is what I'm waiting for, which is like a whole year wait, but nonetheless, in tears. I don't know if any of you guys watch Outer Banks, but straight to the heart for the last episode. I don't think I'm as sad as I would be because I feel like they've like Disney movied it so many times and like the person just comes back to life. So I'm like, he can't be dead. He's gonna come back to life and it's gonna be fine again. And I'm really holding out for that. So I'll be very disappointed if that doesn't happen. Like, they've already done it 4 times within the show, so they have to do it again, right? Nonetheless, it's time for bed. I'm gonna go hop in the shower and we are ending it for this vlog. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.